And we're back. I appreciate you guys sticking around with us. Gene, we're going to have our first guest up now.
It would hurt my feelings if they left.
It would,
it
would be weird. Yeah.
It would be
that
weird.
Would be weird.
But thank you so much for watching the Real Estate Beat. So who's on our lineup next?
Reza Bani Ahmad.
I
Reza
love
with the
that
Bani
guy.
Group. Yeah, welcome.
Thank you. It's great to be here, and it's great to be back. Good to see you guys. Gene is one of my best
We're buddies.
colleagues and buddies in this
We're pals.
in this valley, and
Good.
it's good to see you, Jason.
Absolutely.
Good
Thank
to be
you.
back.
You dress well.
Hey,
You're
I
like a
dress.
CNR
I
commercial.
dress to success.
You do.
Bravo.
Bravo.
I always say you'd never have the second chance to make the first impression. So that's
Very
the
nice.
whole
I
idea.
like that.
We got to write that down.
I will.
gotta
I
write
make
that
note.
down.
I don't have a pen with me, but it's here. It's
That's
here.
right. That's right. That's right.
Well, fantastic. Well, speaking of first impressions, what are the first impressions for these first-time home buyers, and what's trending right now in the real estate market here in Santa Clarita?
Yeah,
So
I'm so
trends.
glad. The trends, the trend. The trends is always changing. It's cyclical. I mean, the market is absolutely cyclical, and every 7 to 8 years it changes. When we had the 2007 implosion of the real estate market, that really took the whole industry, the whole market of the into the recession. And but now that 2013 and now 2014 coming up, I think that definitely it's rebounding. So what's going to happen, I believe, is that the prices are holding out. The values are holding. The interest rates are slightly higher than what they used to be, but still at the historical rates, low rates, compared to when it was back in the 80s at 12%, 13%.
Sure.
Now we were looking at maybe 4.3, something like that. But the values are definitely at the what they should be. And what is important to realize is how ready you should be as a buyer. Okay. What we emphasize to buyers is that before you start looking into Zillows and realestate.com and looking all over the place to be able to look where what the prices are, get ready with market what values are out there.
Sure.
So what I recommend is get pre-qualified at least 3 months in advance, because with all the different market new regulations that are being put on financial persons like yourselves,
Absolutely.
they're becoming more and more difficult for people to become pre-qualified. So that's number one. So that's what I recommend to my buyers to do. Then I have a mobile app that I try to promote, and which is, I believe, is probably better than any other mobile app in the market, because it's easy to use. If I can use it, if Gene can use it, anybody
can use it.
I've put it on test with Gene, and he did use it. So I think I can tell you that is one of the most user-friendly apps that I can provide. Then plus I can there are other features that I can provide for your home buyer in order to buy what they're looking for.
Sure.
So the trends is that markets are they're really trying to get into the upswing, and I believe 2014 is going to be the rebound for the housing market.
Great. So
Yeah.
these are first-time home buyers and move-up buyers as well, then.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the mobility rates have been very low, which means that during the recession years, there haven't been many people moving, which means there are all those people that are still, with the markets rebounding, they want to move up, or they want to get into a new home from a rental. So that mobility rate being low is a very good indication there are still a lot of people are out there either want to move into a new home or they want to move up to something else.
Sure. Sure,
Yeah.
and with rates continuing to stay low, and it appears we're going to get that for a little bit, at least in
It
2014.
looks like it, absolutely.
Yeah, fingers
absolutely.
crossed, but-
Yes.
Yeah, so that should be great for motivation keeping this market hot.
Exactly, and then short sales, short sales are towards the end. I think we're at that tail end of the short sales. So there are a lot of investors, that are still, looking for short sales. There are some buyers that are looking for short sales. There still may be some short sales that may be coming up in 2014, 2015, and that's due to some of these loans that have balloon payments attached to them. And when those balloon payments become forcible, those homeowners may not have the money to pay the balloons, which would unfortunately force them to go into short sale. So, but that's another maybe year or two down the road. But the foreclosures are in the historical low again, and experts say that within 2 years or so, the foreclosure inventory should be to where the pre-recession was. So
that's good news.
It is good news,
Yeah.
but that would mean that the investors, if you want to buy property for investments, you're going to be not getting much of a chance to get some return on investment. Sure. But for home buyers, it's perfectly good time.
Great, great.
Well, I know it's time to talk about listings, right?
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. And
So
there's
are
an
you ready?
exciting
Yeah,
one, right?
absolutely. I have several listings, but unfortunately, I can advertise on one. So the one that I like to talk about today is the one I have in Acton. It's a beautiful ranch property. It sits on 5 acres of land. It's over 4,000 square foot, a single-story home. It's a state-type property. It's all ready for horse property. It has stables, and it's got the round pens and a lot of tack rooms and everything. Everything is already done for a horse property. If you have horses there, I believe there is 9 horses already on that property, and is listed for $789,000, which is Acton being the one of the better places in that part of the area is very well priced. So it's
That's
ready
awesome.
to see.
That's awesome. Reza, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
We are going to take a short break. We'll be right back with you.